Okay. Whew. Dealing with this computer. But anyway, I'm not the only one that's having problems this week. Cause yeah, Liliana had a lot of problems. But what I'm gonna say to her is, no, it's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Cause still going to war. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Alright, what's going on everybody? This is your anime legacy, and like I said, much like me and my computer this week, uh Liliana's having a hard time of it in Arifureta season 3. Hard times. Cause we at that point in the light novel, like I said in my last video, there are two characters who are probably gonna have to grow the most, and that's gonna be Liliana and Shizuku. Now Liliana's gonna grow a little bit more in this arc. Alone, Shizuku's rehab is gonna continue a little bit more down the road. A little bit more down the road. We're supposed to get 16 episodes, so we should get there. We should get to Shizuku's rehab. But as for Liliana, it's like the title of this episode is Kouki's right. But yet again, even in his rightness, Kouki still shows he can't get it. He still can't get it because he doesn't have the strength and the mentality to do what is necessary to fix the situation. But like I said in the intro, we still going to war, so don't feel bad, Liliana. It's gonna be okay. You gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. The buddy man gonna take care of it. But speaking on Kouki being right, it's like, yeah, Liliana should marry for love, especially when we look at what happens at the end, or at least around the end of the episode. Because, yeah, these people are scumbags. I mean, they enslave people, and trust me, in the light novel that like I said, read the audiobook for, I mean, they brag. There is a part in there where soldiers are literally bragging about going to the club on Friday night, getting a bunny girl, and just breaking her. Just breaking her through sex. It's like, dude. And the dub just came out online. Not gonna say where I got it, but I'm gonna try to do a live for that, probably on Patreon. So look for that. But the whole reason that we got mad last week about the whole demon thing is that, yeah, all this stuff is happening because of that, and I'm going to briefly explain, because even in the English dub, they didn't really get into why this is all tied together, and it's basically because the kingdom of Verbergen has basically shifted their efforts because now the Holy have shown them that rabbit men can be soldiers. They can be effective soldiers. And they want that because, again, this is the kingdom that wants power. So if they can't have that from the Holy, who aren't going to hunt down and kill their own people, they're going to bully and torture other rabbit men into hunting down and killing their own people. Matter of fact, a scene that's very important to Kari's development and also to and also to the series as a whole was cut out because before all this stuff happened, Hajime went back to the Beastmen village, and basically Kairi had a spell that is a Cratonic healing spell called Tetranomicon or something like that, and she basically restored the burnt forest because basically the kingdom just came into the Rabbit Man and the Beast Man area and just burnt and torched everything down. Unlike the demons who just came through and was looking for the labyrinth and just ran into the Holy, and the Holy was like, yeah, Hajime wants this, so no, you're not getting it. And she basically restored the fog that had been taken away by the Sea of Trees, and Hajime had to tell her basically, you did a good thing, much like with Kouki. You did a good thing, but next time think about what you're doing, cause now we can't find our way through here. But the reason I point that out is to show that the kingdom doesn't care. They're going through torching and killing and doing whatever they can to increase their workforce right now because, the only hope that humanity has right now of fighting the demons is Hajime. And Hajime doesn't care about torches, which he shouldn't, because torches didn't care about him. It's called commonplace the world's strongest for a reason, because Hajime had a commonplace skill. Matter of fact, the whole thing about Hajime is about just how, he's intelligent and takes his commonplace skills along with the fact that he ate that monster meat and all that and became a superhuman, and basically becomes him. That's kind of like one of the big themes of the series. So, by not showing that, you don't get a full picture of where Liliana is, and this is where, Kouki's right, but he's wrong. And that's why I had to, go in this roundabout way of explaining all that. Because Liliana obviously got hit the hardest because, Eri and Daisuke, pretty much was going through killing and slaughtering all of their soldiers and turning them into Eri's, soul puppets, we'll call them, because of her spirit binding technique. So the kingdom of Highlight is defenseless. The kingdom of Verbergen is semi-defenseless. And so now, unfortunately, Liliana has to marry this scumbag asshole, excuse my language, to basically, strengthen humanity's forces. Now, if you are a fan of other series like Smartphone and High School DxD, and if you watch the Fairy Dance arc or Sword Art, you know what this is. The rich girl being married off to some scumbag trope. And that's why Kouki's right. It's like, she shouldn't have to marry that guy. She shouldn't have to marry a man that as soon as he sees his wife, tries to rape her. R-word her. I don't know how YouTube feel about that. You know, I might have to edit that. I might have to redo this video because of that. Because I didn't want to say that out loud. But yeah, she's 14, man. Come on now. So from now I'm gonna just say R word her, cause you know YouTube don't like it when you just come out and say, you know, those kind of words. But he's right, you know, he's right. She shouldn't have to marry a man. She should be able to marry for love, as everyone's right is too. You should marry a person that will love and care about you and, you know, treat you with decency and respect. But you know, this is reality. This is being a realistic situation. Her kingdom needs resources. The other kingdom has little more resources than she has. So, unfortunately, until, like I said, not spoiling nothing, just gonna say the rabbit men is coming. They is coming. We still going to war. Don't pay attention to that. Pay no attention to the rabbit men making their, you know, making their way up the castle walls, you know, at the end of the episode. Pay no attention. They just want to talk to you. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. They're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Pay no attention to that. Pay no attention. You know, but you know where we at right now. You know, it's a realistic situation. She being, you know, she gotta do what she gotta do for her people, regardless of how much we don't like it. And like Hajime said, you know, we amateurs. We can't change world politics unless you want to go and do what's necessary to set up a new kingdom and do things the right way, unlike a certain other character that I'll talk about when I get into Kouki from another show that has this same kind of mentality that just got his money took in his last season of that show by that certain someone that we can't talk about, you know, and just gonna call the Me Too girl from right now. You know, spoiling that. You know, but yeah, it's like, you know, she can't say no. And so it's like, yeah, you know, it's good on her, you know, that Hajime was looking out. And like I said, you know, I was waiting for this scene because when I read in the book, I was like, oh my God, this scene is so hype. I mean, he just came in with the spider, and I'm like, I kind of am a little bit disappointed in the execution of that, because in the book, it's just like the spider crawled on him and, you know, just stabbed him that one time, and I having to put the 4 pieces in, I thought was a little bit much. But, you know, this dude's coming back, so who cares? And, you know, again, the rabbit people coming, so, you know, he may or may not be alive. You know, well, I'm not going to spoil nothing. I mean, he may be, may not be. Either way, we still going to war. But that's all I have for this one. If you like anything you heard, please like and subscribe to the channel. Again, I'll try to put the next live up on Monday, between Monday and Tuesday, because I know I can do that now. Still learning this whole social media thing. So, you know, just keep on watching, keep on looking. God bless, and catch you in the next one.